Welcome back to Elite Insight Audiobooks. I'm so glad you're here with us today. If this is your first time listening, make sure to subscribe because we're going through all 48 laws of power, one episode at a time. Today, we're talking about law number 3, conceal your intentions. Now, this might sound tricky or even a bit sneaky, but trust me, by the end of this story, you'll understand why this law is so powerful in everyday life. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever played poker? Even if you haven't, you've probably seen it in movies. The best poker players never show their cards too early. They keep a straight face. They don't let anyone know if they have a winning hand or nothing at all. That's exactly what Law 3 is about. Keep your cards close to your chest. Let me tell you a story that happened in my own life. A few years ago, I was working at a company, and there was this guy named Mark. Mark was smart, really smart, but he had one problem. He talked too much. Whenever he had an idea, he would announce it to everyone in the office. Hey, I'm thinking of starting a side business. Or, I'm planning to ask for a promotion next month. He thought being open and honest would make people support him, but here's what actually happened. When Mark told everyone about his side business idea, another coworker took that idea and started working on it faster. When Mark announced he wanted a promotion, his manager started watching him extra carefully, looking for mistakes. Mark didn't get the promotion. He actually got more problems. Now let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah worked in the same office. She was quiet, but she was always observing. She never told anyone her plans. When she wanted a promotion, she didn't announce it. Instead, she quietly started taking on more responsibility. She helped other departments. She solved problems without making noise about it. And then, one day the boss called her into the office and offered her the promotion. Everyone was surprised, but Sarah wasn't. She had been working toward it all along. She just didn't tell anyone. This is the power of concealing your intentions. Think about it like this. Imagine you're playing a game of chess. If you tell your opponent exactly what move you're going to make next, what do you think will happen? They'll block you. They'll prepare a counter move. You'll lose your advantage. But if you keep your strategy hidden, if you make moves that seem random but are actually part of a bigger plan, you become unpredictable. And being unpredictable is powerful. Robert Greene, the author of The 48 Laws of Power, gives us a perfect historical example. There was a man in ancient times who wanted to conquer a city, but this city had strong walls and many soldiers. A direct attack would fail. So what did he do? He sent gifts to the city leaders. He became friends with them. He acted like he only wanted peace and trade. The city leaders trusted him. They opened their gates for trade. And that's when he struck. His army was already inside. The city fell without a long battle. Now, I'm not saying you should trick people or be dishonest in a harmful way. That's not the point. The point is this. Not everyone needs to know everything you're planning. Some people will try to stop you. Some people will copy you. Some people will use your information against you. Let me give you some everyday examples where this law works. Imagine you're at work and you want to change jobs. Should you tell your current boss right away? Probably not. Because the moment you do, they might start treating you differently. They might not give you important projects. They might even start looking for your replacement before you're ready to leave. It's smarter to quietly search for a new job, go to interviews, and only tell your boss when you have a solid offer in hand. Or let's say you're saving money to buy something big, like a car or a house. If you tell everyone about it, suddenly people start asking you for loans. Or they make comments about how you spend your money. Or they get jealous. It's better to work quietly toward your goal and surprise people when you've achieved it. Here's another one. Let's say you have a great business idea. Should you post it all over social media before you've even started? No, because someone with more money or more connections might steal that idea and execute it faster than you. Keep it quiet. Build it first. Launch it when you're ready. Then let the world see. The law says, keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you're up to, they cannot prepare a defense. But here's an important point. Concealing your intentions doesn't mean being fake or lying. It means being strategic about what you share and when you share it. It means understanding that not everyone deserves to know your next move. Think about successful people you admire. Bill Gates didn't announce every feature of Microsoft Windows before it launched. Steve Jobs didn't tell competitors about the iPhone before it was ready. Elon Musk works on projects for years before the public even knows they exist. They understand this law. There's an old saying, the fish that keeps its mouth closed never gets caught. When you talk too much, you give people power over you. You give them information they can use. But when you stay silent, when you move carefully, you stay in control. Now let me tell you how to actually use this law in your daily life without feeling like you're being sneaky. First, learn to smile and nod. When someone asks about your plans, you don't have to lie. Just be vague. Oh, I'm working on a few things. We'll see how it goes. That's enough. You've answered without giving away anything important. Second, watch what others do, not what they say. This law works both ways. If someone is always talking about their big plans, they're probably not concealing their intentions well. But if someone is quiet and suddenly achieves something big, they understand this law. Learn from them. Third, create smoke screens. This means if you're working on something important, you can talk about something else instead. Distract people. Let them think you're focused on one thing while you're actually building something else. It's like a magician. They make you look at one hand while the other hand does the trick. Let me share one more story before we finish. There was a student who wanted to become the class president. He had a rival who was very popular. This rival told everyone he was running for president weeks before the election. He made posters. He talked about his plans. Everyone knew his strategy. But the quiet student, he didn't announce anything. Instead, he spent those weeks helping classmates with homework. He remembered people's names. He listened to their problems. He built real relationships. When election day came, he announced his candidacy and won easily. Why? Because while his rival was busy talking, he was busy doing. That's the difference. Concealing your intentions gives you time to build real power while others are distracted by noise. So here's what I want you to remember from today's episode. Your dreams are precious. Your goals are valuable. Not everyone deserves to know them. Work in silence. Let your success make the noise. Be like the duck that looks calm on the surface, but is paddling like crazy underneath the water. Keep your intentions to yourself until the right moment. And when that moment comes, act with confidence. You'll surprise people. You'll achieve things they didn't think possible. And most importantly, you'll stay in control of your own journey. Thank you so much for listening to Elite Insight Audiobooks today. If you enjoyed this episode on Law 3, Conceal Your Intentions, please hit that subscribe button. We have 45 more laws to cover, and each one will give you a new tool for success. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever regretted sharing your plans too early? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, work smart, stay focused, and remember, silence is golden.